I can talk English, I can walk English, I can laugh English because English is a very funny language. Very funny language. Funny language. Very funny language.
I don't know if you've heard FAFO. 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 If you are following the news, so the acronym or word FAFO was used by Donald Trump, the president of United States of America, used the word FAFO. Why that in itself became a news? Because FAFO stands for fuck around and find out. And I was not expecting this sort of language from the president, but there you are. This is 2025. Everything has become very informal, and the president can get away using this language. In fact, Donald Trump posted this on his own social media platform, which is Truth Social. So if you go to Truth Social, you'll find Donald Trump's picture. Obviously, this is kind of AI altered picture, but then he's in a pinstripe suit with a fedora hat, like proper gangster look, and says FAFO. So this whole fuck around and find out actually went viral before 2025, of course, when Elon Musk used this word when Kanye was on his Twitter platform, and which is when Kanye said something which I don't think was really kind of pleased Elon Musk, and which is when Elon Musk used this word. Why Trump used this word? So Trump used this word in like some of his foreign policy decisions, foreign policy or national security decisions. So he used the word FAFO when he was deporting the illegal migrants to Colombia. And they had some back and forth. They sent the Colombian immigrants handcuffed and on a military plane. Colombian president was not appreciative of that treatment of his supposed citizens, and he protested against it. He said, no, you must treat them with respect and we'll accept them. And then again, Trump threatened them with tariff. And so Trump obviously now consider this as a win, but then in the end, to Colombia at least, they sent the migrants on a civil plane. So they were not treated like criminals when they were sent out. And around that time, this word was used, FAFO. Musk, when he saw that Trump is posting this FAFO on his platform, Musk is obviously one of the kind of chief cheerleader of Donald Trump, chief buddy, I don't know what you want to call it. But then he obviously was very happy, and he said that that's very cool that Trump is using this language. But this is 2025, that a president can use this language and there is not much of a protest against it. So because Trump is a Republican president, before Trump, the Republican president in White House was George W. Bush. George W. Bush also had an informal way of talking.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
So he also cracked lots of off-the-cuff jokes. Some of the jokes were not very, let's say, appreciated at that time. His speechwriter was David Frum. David Frum is now a prolific columnist. He's a very good analyst. If you really want to read something meaty and with great depth, yeah, he's a very good writer. So David Frum tells this story about George W. Bush. He wrote David Frum. David Frum was George Bush's speechwriter. So in his speech, because he knew the personality of George W. Bush, and he knew that George W. Bush can carry this speech, he wrote a very good joke in the speech. Joke was used very well, joke was in the context, joke was funny. So it checked all the boxes. But the chief of staff, when he read the speech, he said that this joke is coming out. This joke is not going to go into the final speech. So that joke never went to the president. So David Frum obviously was not very happy because he thought, no, that's an original joke and I thought jokes very funny. And so he decided to take it up with the chief of staff. So he asked the chief of staff that I added a joke. I thought speech was very good. He said, no, joke was funny, but we don't want president to make the jokes. We want people to take president very, very seriously.
Have they seen him dance?
Well,
Because they might want to rethink.
oh, that's not good. Maybe he'll play with the band.
He cracks me up when he's dancing,
Yeah.
and he's done it so many times in public. He obviously trying to fit in.
President is not a stand-up comedian. So that was the message. So it is also very liked. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot about the Al Franken story. So Al Franken, I don't know if you know who Al Franken is. Al Franken used to be the senator in the United States Congress. So, but then before that, in his earlier avatar, Al Franken was the head writer in Saturday Night Live. I don't know how much you know about Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, or just SNL, is one of my favorite programs. It's a comedy show. It is a sketch comedy show. So this guy is a professional comedy writer. He became senator. His mind is trained to see a joke in every situation and write it down. So that is what that is how his days were in his earlier life. And that was also his charm offensive, that he could charm people using jokes. He thought that I can win over people by using jokes. So when he became senator and when he became part of various committees, he deployed the same policy.
Governor, thank you so much for coming into my office. Did you enjoy meeting me?
I hope you were as much fun on that dais as you were on your couch.
Well,
May I rephrase that, sir?
please. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Well, I think we found our Saturday Night Live soundbite.
Let's move on.
This guy has been the head writer of Saturday Night Live. But his chief of staff, again, and his campaign manager kind of became part of his team. They suggested him, this is not the place to make the jokes. This is not the place to be informal. This is not the place to be friendly. This is Congress. This is US Congress. Time to be serious. Al Franken, David Frum, George W. Bush. What they could not achieve, Trump is achieving through just by brute force of his personality and the cult that he is built around it, that he can get away using this sort of language in public. So FAFO is very similar to another term which is very popular in the Silicon Valley, which is move fast and break things. Have you heard of this? Move fast and break things. So move fast and break things obviously was made popular by Mark Zuckerberg. In fact, Mark Zuckerberg is such a big fan of this whole kind of ethos of move fast and break things, is that that was, I don't know if it's still there, but then that's the company motto of Facebook. So this sort of culture he not just wanted to bring in, but encourage and foster in his company. Move fast and break things. So the idea is that development, It could be product development, it could be software development. The idea is that experiment, try out, break, fine. Come back to your experiment, make the tweaks, make the improvement, again, go into production and see if it works. So move fast, break things.